Hola, hola, Mzansi. Welcome to another episode of the Football with Lovers on the Lovers Network. Let's go straight to it. We go to the second leg, Orlando Pirates versus the Disciples. Orlando Pirates went to Madagascar last week and they played a friendly with part-time footballers in Disciples. And the Nedbank winners, the team that beat the champions, played 0-0 against the part-time Disciples on the Champions League. I could not believe it. The team that I thought this season is going to give us something we cannot believe in Orlando Pirates. They played 0-0 against Disciples. But because of it's the Champions League, it's the second leg today. It starts at 7:30, which I believe Orlando Pirates will win it and move on to the next round of the Champions League. Still on the Champions League, the other game is going to be the Stellenbosch against Mtsingizi. Is it what? Mtsingizini Hotspurs at Moses Mabhida, which also is going to be the second leg. Staying on Stellenbosch, Thabiso Munyani, the Orlando Pirates right back, will be going to Stellenbosch as it's a part of the deal of Van Rooyen, where it is part of a deal that sees Thabiso Munyani going to Stellenbosch and Van Rooyen, the ex Stellenbosch captain, joining Orlando Pirates, which Van Rooyen is already on the books of Orlando Pirates. Moving on to Kaizer Chiefs, Amakhosi, at least they are finally doing what I want. They are signing players. Yeah, they've just signed a top defender. They just signed a top defender in Anashio Miguel on a 3-year deal for 10 million. They are at least showing now they want to compete. Coach Nabi is showing that he doesn't have time to play. He wants Kaizer Chiefs to, at least this season, stabilize, maybe going forward next season, challenging for the honors. Yeah, and they are also linked with another top striker in Festin Mayele, who will be reuniting with his former boss in Coach Nabi if he signs. Moving on to another player that will be reuniting with his former coach in cash not deposit, Cassius Mailula. Cassius Mailula, you remember the former Mamelodi Sundowns who was actually promoted by Rulani Mokoena to the first team and lived up to expectations. Then he also again had to sign for MLS team, which he did not perform well, and they dropped him to the second division. And now Coach Rulani Mokoena, moving to Wydad Casablanca, has acquired the services of Cassius Mailula on a loan deal. He has signed. He is now at Wydad and reunited with his former coach. So we'll see if he'll be able to also perform the same way he performed again when he was signed by Rulani Mokoena. Moving on to our last point for the week, Shaka Zulu. Shaka Zulu, I don't know if you still remember him. He was this black guy that used to play for Kaizer Chiefs, and he also signed for, he first started at Orlando Pirates, went to Kaizer Chiefs in Sphelele Mthembu. The 33-year-old has just signed for Baroka. He has just signed for Baroka. As you had their coach saying that they this season they wanna do whatever it takes to go back to the PSL. So with what they are signing experienced players, also bringing on exciting youngsters. Hopefully they'll have a super. Hopefully they'll have a super season to get a promotion to the Premier League come season 2025-2026. We wish all the best for Baroka. Closing it off is going to be the mtn8 games starting from Tuesday next week, where Orlando Pirates will be playing the semi-final game against Cape Town City. And Mamelodi Sundowns on Thursday, on Wednesday, will be playing also their first leg against Stellenbosch. On the weekends, they'll be playing the second leg of both games. Then that will be wrapping up the mtn8. Go more than that, you know what to do. You can just subscribe and like us on the channel. And for this week again, as we close it in style, shabba bangers, them bam bam baby. See you next week. Siyabonga.